Hello and welcome to another Touring With Us video. This time we venture to a market town, and not only that, it's a civil parish, Breckland district of Norfolk. Yes, we might have ventured here before on our Touring With Us program, but it's nice to see something completely different that we haven't discovered before. To bring city barber if you need your haircut, which is this thing here. Today you join me on Friday the 8th of March 2024. Let's go. we start at the bus interchange of Thetford in Norfolk, where it's actually got a toilet here. And of course we also experience the National Express bus that comes along here. Of course, the popular company of coaches also come here as well. Well, no vehicles allowed here to the bus station except buses. So down here you've got Iceland, you've also got the British Heart Foundation just here, and you've got some kind of museum just here. I'm not quite sure if it's open actually, but let me know in the comments, because I've not literally been to this part very often. And of course, a familiar store. You've got Pound Stretcher there. Not sure if you've got Wilco though, which is literally over there, if you can see it in the distance. I'm now going to read you ancient capital of East Anglia. A century ago, Minster Gate, once St Nicholas Lane, was a centre of industrial activity. The St Nicholas Works of Charles Burrell and Sons Limited. Burrell was the largest employer in the town, and his engines and products were known in many parts of the world. The old Burrell's paint shop is now Charles Burrell Museum. Please refer to the back of the panel for more information on Charles Burrell Museum. For more information about Charles Burrell and Sons and its logo here, the information is here. I'm going to show you here without me reading it out to you, so you can read to yourself. At the west end of Minster Gate, on the other side of the underpass, stands a shadowy ruins of Thetford's Cluniac Priory, founded some 900 years ago. Thetford Priory was the most important of the town's religious houses. The monastery was part of the Cluniac order, centred at Cluny in France. In medieval times, pilgrims visited the famous Lady Chapel, seeking the miraculous powers of healing. The extensive ruins of the church, cloisters and prior's lodgings, gatehouse and the chapel of Lady Chapel occupy a spacious riverside site. A Cluniac priory was first established in Thetford very early in the 12th century, on the site of a present grammar school on the other side of the river. The Cluniacs soon moved to the present site, and the priory became an important part of Thetford's medieval life until dissolution in 1540. Here you can, of course, explore more around here of the places here in Thetford. So they've actually got a grand opening that I've actually discovered of this museum. How fascinating is that? If you are watching in the future, then this date on the screen will be obsolete, just to let you know. Well, I did do some presenting skills, but unfortunately the wind was so strong you couldn't hear a word of what I was saying. So I'm doing this narrating commentary now. We are now going to head into the high street, and hopefully the wind is less heard on some of my videos. Today you join me on Friday the 8th of March 2024. Let's go. The only way that I go into the high street is through this way. You've got, of course, the city barber here, which is quite useful to know about if you want your hair cut. So we have to go straight through to that way. There is a Witherspoon right at the end of the high street, which we'll show you in just a moment. But there is a church to the left here. Useful to know. And a number to ring city barber if you need your haircut, which is this thing here. Good little advertisement for this. I actually came to this cafe last time. Well worth a visit in there. If you remember my videos last time, I was on my way to Norwich last time. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, eat in or take away. And it's in this direction. Now this is a street called White Hart Street. And if you turn around, you've got the Central Cafe and various other shops up there. Well worth looking at. As this is a short video, we'll probably check it out next time. What a lovely day to visit the church here, and you get exclusive zoom in of the clock. It looks like it's 5 minutes past 3 by the looks of that. Now, as it is very, well, I wouldn't say very cold, but it is kind of chilly here in Thetford, Norfolk, although the sun is out here in springtime. But behind me is the actual church. I looked online and I presumed it was going to be open all day, 24 hours, you know, a day. But I can't see any church would ever do that. But I don't know if I was looking at the wrong church. I presume that's the entrance, or maybe the entrance is round the other side. Well, I've got to say, it looks spectacular to look at the church from this angle in particular. Personally, what I would do is to find out, research to find out when the church is open, if it is open to visitors, because some churches are not open to visitors. I'm sure this is a proud monument of Thomas Paine here, 1899. Wow. Find out what I discover here. Something a little bit more different to what I really expected when I come across to Thetford. I don't think I've ever discovered this before. Whilst visiting Thetford, I've never came across this lovely piece of area. Welcome to King's House Gardens. But yeah, support King's House Gardens and the work of Stunningforth Trust by subscribing to Breckland Lottery. The garden itself, King's House Gardens, is open daily from 9 AM till 4 PM. And already I'm sensing peace and quiet here. So if you want peace and quiet from 9 AM till 4 PM, or even in between that time, then come to this gardens here. I don't know whether it's haunted if you're into the world of spirits, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just quiet, like most places. And it's got like a greenhouse there. I don't know if you can go in. It might be private property there, but you can actually sit on that bench here and just admire the piece here as if you're at a seaside. So is this area where the king would have once sat? I don't know. But yeah, looks like you can take your friend with you or your partner to sit down on the green maybe and have a picnic. Plenty of benches to sit on though. Look how beautiful he looks. I might showcase this a little bit more next time round. Wow, very peace and quiet. You can just admire the beautiful birds in the background. Yes, beautiful sounds of nature and birds in this beautiful King's House Gardens. And it is free to enter. What better place than to spend it here in Thetford in Norfolk? And it's just completely out of the way of everything. I'm not going to go any further than this today. But it looks like, of course, it's an empty greenhouse there. Probably belongs to, of course, the house next door. Do let me know in the comments if you know anything about that, if you're local from the area or know a little bit about Thetford. Please do let us know in the comments. Obviously this is the main gate here that is open daily, as I say, 9 AM till 4 PM. Only a short period, but it is enough to have a bit of peace and quiet for your afternoon stroll. More so in the summer, as it is only spring at the moment. You can tell that by the clouds, can't you? So my next adventure is out those gates and turn my left, and you'll be watching me on the right hand side of your screen, but I'll be going up towards the high street now. Come and join me, let's go. You've got a fish and chip bar here. It's called Rumble's Fish Bar. It's at the beginning of the high street of Thetford. You've got your savers there. Don't think I've ever seen that before. You've got a Vodafone shop here. So you've got the works.co.uk. You've got entertainment and exchange, Greg's, and a place called Chloe's and Poundland. And of course you've got a church just right down the end, and if you go further on you've got the Wetherspoons just round the corner. You can't miss it really, and it is called the Red Lion. A shop under offer here. Costa Coffee here and Card Factory next to it. Opening times of Poundland here in Thetford. Some people call it the pound shop. So this is the church next to the Wetherspoons of the Red Lion. This is St. Cuthbert's Church. Well, of course, notably you'll see that there is a subway in this town, like there are many in other towns as well. And of course you've got your Halifax Bank, and yes, notably Superdrug. Not seen one of those in absolute ages in most towns. As there was bad audio at the time of me doing the actual talk outside the Red Lion Wetherspoons, but I'm now going to narrate to you instead. So basically, of course, this is it, and of course the place where I actually once met the chairman of Wetherspoons, Tim Martin. The Red Lion Wetherspoons in Thetford. Now take extra care when you go up these steps here, because you can easily fall over them, but of course once you get in it's nice and warm and cozy inside. Let's take a little bit of a look inside. Breakfast deals here, £1.56 for a cup of tea. It hasn't changed. But when we say it hasn't changed any more different to any others. Sometimes hotels go higher than the actual normal restaurants of Wetherspoons, but it has changed in price dramatically over the years. A bit of info you might want to know about. As we enter the Red Lion Wetherspoons, already, of course, it is a spectacular looking building. Well, the carpet looks spectacular as soon as you walk into the building. And the odd thing is, I've got to find my seat. Well, actually, it's not an odd thing, really. I found one eventually. Gotta say, it's nice bacon, baked beans and one sausage, and of course McCain oven chips, not the microwave as some people might interpret it as, and of course one egg to go with that, with the drinks along the side, which you may see in view. But yeah, what a spectacular looking meal it is. For a cheap deal, for a small plate, you can't grumble. If you like more about your history, read it on this board here if you can. Well, I finished my meal here. Just wanted to show you a little bit of inside here. Didn't get a chance to show everything here, but maybe another time I will get that opportunity. But I'd like to thank you all for watching here. As always, hit the thumbs up for our touring with us, and hopefully we'll do more venturing around this area here. Listen out for it though. But yeah, more venturing here in Thetford, a beautiful place in Norfolk, or shall I say Norfolk's finest town of Thetford. Yeah, brilliant. So thank you very much indeed. Just outside the Red Lion Weatherspoons here. Take a good look around here before I leave today, and I'll have one cup of tea before I go. I had a couple of pints in there with shandies and all that kind of thing. I think it was Corona and Bud Light or something like that, but yeah, it's good to have them with shandy so you don't get drunk as much. But yeah, even though the beer prices have frozen since the rubbish budget, as they might call it, or some people might call it, but we're going to leave you with the last pictures here from Norfolk's finest town of Thetford. Till next time, take care, and don't forget to subscribe to Touring With Us if you haven't already. Thank you for joining us. Till next time, peace out. And we hope that the continuation of the show continues. Unless, of course, the unlikeliest case that we have to cancel our channel. But, of course, hopefully that won't be the case. And that is just about it, my all-weather friends. Except to say, hopefully we'll catch you back on our next venture, wherever we may be. But yes, it was nice to explore a little bit more of the Thetford High Street, or this historic market town, and to venture and discover a little bit more than I normally have done is just a great treat. Well, despite having two other drinks beforehand, whatever they were, I would like to say I think I deserve a £1.49 worth of cup of tea in Subway. In comparison to Cambridge, big difference because it's £1.59. So, yeah, huge difference. Till next time, take care of yourselves and most importantly each other. Peace out for now.